It's Tuesday, and the Farming Simulator 22 news train is leaving the station early this week. Let's break down the latest blog post from Giants about Farming Simulator 22. Back during FarmCon 21, we learned more about the seasonal cycles of FS22, and one of the most controversial announcements was that the seasonal cycles would be limited to one game day per month, i.e. 3-day seasons, and as such, a 12-day game year. What some folks did not hear after this, due to their uproar, was that there would be more fine-tuned adjustments in the game clock to extend the game day as much as 72 hours in one single game day. That's basically making each day last 3 days worth of time, which would then be the equivalent of a 9-day season with the current FS19 Seasons mod. We learned watching some Gamescon build videos that we would have clock speed adjustments from 0.33x to 0.5x to 1, 2, 3, 5, 15, 30, 60, and 120x. I even made a seasonal cycle calculator in Google Sheets where players could plug in the seasonal duration they were used to playing and the clock speed they're used to playing in FS19, and it would show you the clock speed you would need to set in FarmSim 22 to match or get as close as possible to the total number of game hours per season. Well, today, Giants has rendered all that work null and void, because today we learned that the goal for launch day is that Farming Simulator 22 will allow in-game month to last as long as 28 days. Now, this is not anywhere close to what we have done in the past with a 24-day season, because a 24-day season is spread out over 3 months. 24-day season is actually just 8 game days per month. What we're talking about here is up to 28 days per month. Multiply that by 12 and you get a game year lasting 336 game days. Anyone want to play a real Survivor series with this type of gameplay? Now you can play in near real time with a clock speed of 1x and 28 days per month. Oh, Nelly. In asking Giants for some more details on this right now, nothing yet is final, so this might still change, but things are looking good for the player to be able to select the month duration they wish to have in day increments. So, 1 day month is the same as 3-day seasons, or 12 game days per year. 2 days a month is a 6-day season, or 24 days a year. Now, instead of rambling through all of the various iterations, I have made a Google Sheet that you can go and reference in the link down in the description below. You cannot say Giants is not listening to community feedback now, brother. There has been some concern over various screenshots provided from April to now, and gameplay video provided both during FarmCon and Gamescon as to the quality of lighting, color saturation, etc. As some of you may know, I suffer from color blindness. Now, just to clarify, the world is not black and white to me, nor do I see things in shades of gray. Now, I am totally not talking about 50 Shades of Grey. Kids might be watching. Jeez. I do see colors. It's just that some colors may be far more muted than other colors, or some colors may blend in and appear the same as others. For me, for example, reds are not as vibrant as I am told they are for others. Any rate, enough about me, but I did want to give you the background just as a frame of reference that I'm not really the best to judge how things have looked from various gameplay videos or screenshots. What Giants is telling us today is that they have heard the feedback and have gone back and tweaked SSAO, or Screen Space Ambient Occlusion, to create more natural shadows, which I think is great. The shadows in FS19 have left a lot to be desired, often looking very jagged along the edges, and if you run a clock speed greater than 5x, you can often see them jumping as the clock ticks away. In addition, modifying the color grading to get more realistic feel for the environment. In the end, how well things look is quite literally in the eye of the beholder. So remember, the way you see the world is not exactly how someone else might see the world. While I have been talking about the second update, I have included screenshots from the first set of images we got to the most recent. Hopefully the changes Giants has made will be evident as we progress through some of these images in short order. In reality, we do not know when these tweaks were made, so we don't know when really we might be able to compare them in a before and after state. Final update for today is around the new crop, sorghum. Back during the FARMER-KLEIN 21 presentation about the new crops, we saw sorghum being harvested with a New Holland harvester, and the header was lowered to the ground, similar to how we see harvesters work on other crops in FS19 and before. But this is not exactly correct. It seems that farmers will typically raise their header up high and cut just below the top of the crop, which is where the grain is located. As a result, the rest of the plant is left behind in the field as very tall stubble. This will give us even more reason to use the new mulchers in the field post-harvest. For those who may not be familiar with the sorghum harvest process, honestly I wasn't, so I had to go look this information up. I've provided a link down in the description below to an interesting video about a sorghum harvest in Kansas. Now let me know what you all think of these 3 updates from Giants coming directly as a result of your feedback. As always, if you have not yet pre-ordered and you wish to do so, then consider using my affiliate links down in the description below. I do get a bit of a kickback from these, so you can also help out the channel at the same time. If you have not done so, be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon to get notification on future uploads, as we will have another Fact Sheet Friday drop on Friday, and heck, we might even have some more Farm Sim 22 news later this week, and we will most certainly have more Farm Sim 22 news in the coming weeks, leading up to launch on November 22nd. And until next time, happy farming!